An action-packed weekend awaits race fans this weekend at Martinsville Speedway as NASCAR returns to the only track that has hosted a Cup Series race since 1949. Joining us now is Martinsville Speedway President Clay Campbell. No doubt about it, fans come from all over to Martinsville Speedway year after year. What does it mean to you to see all the fans there?
Well, it's great. As I told you earlier, we get someone from every state in the country, and usually 3 to 4 other countries are represented. So people come from all over to see a race at Martinsville Speedway, and we're very, very happy and proud of that. Let's face it, if it weren't for the fans, we wouldn't be here. They make NASCAR what it is, so we're appreciative of that, and to have so many people from all over the country just makes it that much better.
For those who have never seen a race at Martinsville Speedway, what is it that makes the atmosphere so unique there?
I think, number one, it's a short track, the shape of it. There's not a bad seat in the house, and we have seats all the way around the place pretty much. So wherever you sit, you see the action, and you put 40 cars on a track that size running over 100 miles an hour, you're going to have action. And I think our race in the fall of last year proved that it was a good show. NASCAR and Goodyear came with a different tire, which made the race much better. I think you'll see the same thing for the Cookout 400.
Now, your grandfather was the one who helped found Martinsville Speedway. You worked there in your younger years. Now you're the president of the Speedway. What does it mean to you to carry on your family's legacy there?
Well, it's pretty cool. That's all I've ever done. That's what I know. So, the way I started and maintenance and worked my way up through the different departments, I know the place. I know it like the back of my hand, and it's fulfilling to see where it started and where it has come to. I know my grandfather would be really, really proud and pleased to see what Martinsville Speedway is today.
Of course, there's lots of history that's happened at Martinsville Speedway. What are some of those memories that kind of stick out to you?
It's hard to answer that specifically. I get asked that question all the time. What's your favorite race, or what moment do you think about the most? And, as long as I've been in it, it's hard to narrow that down. There's so many. You think about the decades I've been there, and as long as the place has existed, and I know of what transpired, it's hard to pick out one. And I think fans probably feel the same way, and that's the way we want them to feel, because it means a lot of action, a lot of things have happened, and that's what makes the sport grow and keeps it exciting.
One of the things that we haven't talked about is the trophy, the grandfather clock, one of the most prestigious trophies really in all of sports. How cool is it to have your Speedway tied to something like that? It's
really cool to have a signature iconic trophy that the drivers really want. I can't tell you how many drivers I've seen in Victory Lane. That's probably the first question they have: where's my clock? So I think that speaks for itself, but that started back in 1964, and I don't think anybody had the idea that it would grow to what it is today as such a sought-after trophy, but we're proud to have that.
Now, we've talked about the racing at Martinsville, we've talked about some of the history, we've talked about the grandfather clock. Now it's time to talk about the food. How many hot dogs do you guys sell on a regular race weekend?
Traditionally, it's in the 50 to 60,000 hot dogs per weekend. Yeah,
that's a pretty big
hot
number.
Dogs. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And what would you say is the best toppings to have on a hot dog?
I think most people want it all the way. The onions, the whole deal, but not me personally. But that's what they like, and that's what matters.
For sure. All right, well, there you have it. Great food and good racing at Martinsville Speedway this weekend. It all kicks off this Friday with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race.